Okay, we have got our episode sorted for Saturday Showdown. We've got 2 feuds ending, 1 new one starting, and 1 that started just 2 days ago. So for the ending feuds, Lance Storm is going to beat Dusty Rhodes cleanly, and that is going to end their feud. In fact, I don't think I added. It needs to be a special sort of match, doesn't it? My apologies. But the other match is going to be, this match, Lance Storm is going to. What should we have it as? Can't be a ladder match, cage match. Let's have a Texas death match between Lance Storm and Dusty Rhodes. Now, the plan is Lance Storm's going to win cleanly. It's going to really do him a lot of good with his WCW career. And the other match, which is a Falls Count Anywhere match, is for the US title, Kevin Nash, Dustin Rhodes. Now, Dustin Rhodes is being elevated to main event status after this, but let's have him do a revenge attack. Anyway, end feud. So, we've got Kevin Nash, Dustin Rhodes. Now, Kevin Nash is going to win the US title, but that's because Dustin Rhodes is going on to bigger and better things. Kevin Nash will hold the US title. How long for, I don't know. But he will be the new US champ. We have got one of the new feuds, the feud that started 2 days ago. Goldberg and Mike Awesome are just going to have a slanging match together. They're just going to exchange verbals and interviews towards each other. Let's try and heat up that feud quite quickly. Mike Awesome, the plan is he's going to defend his TV title on Nitro. Goldberg's going to help whoever he's against win. So that sort of frees up the TV title to be contended between probably Lance Storm and someone else. For new feud, it was logical. Booker T and Jeff Jarrett. Now, they have feuded in real life about a year before this, but I think the fans are just absolutely up for it. Look at this, 100% heat. Booker T and Jeff Jarrett. Okay. So I've got a good little feud that's going to be for the world title planned, but I won't give that away just yet. We're going to have, let's go to the start of this, Darkseid are going to beat Skipper and Romeo, and of course you guessed it, Air Raid are going to cause Skipper and Romeo to lose. Rhodes Nash, this is just to boost their egos, get the fans loving the feud even more. Chuck Palumbo, Norman Smiley requested a match for Chuck Palumbo. He's got it, and he's going to lose. The Cat's going to beat Mike Sanders, of course, with a little help from Hugh Morris. Filthy Animals are going to retain their tag titles against Totally Buff. It keeps Buff happy because he's appearing, and Lex Luger too. So that's the agenda for tonight. I think we got about 65-66% last time. Let's try and get it higher because we have been slumping in our ratings. Not for the actual TV show ratings, but for rating in terms of how good the show actually was. So let's start the show. And that's not a bad start for an opener. Decent. Dustin Rhodes, Kevin Nash. Thought that would have got a bit higher because it is about to end. Chuck Palumbo, Norman Smiley. Good solid match. Usually when one guy requests a match with another, it usually turns out to be pretty good. Notably Booker T and Canyon back in January. Mike Awesome backstage. Okay, we need to improve his mic skills. Don't know how we do that, or he can just attack Goldberg backstage. He can just keep doing that. I don't know. We'll have a look at that, but he needs to improve that. And Mike Sanders for Cat, good rating there. Goldberg backstage, lost overness, but he got his segment there. So I think his morale is about 14% at the moment. So let's see if that goes down or if it goes up even after this. Totally Buff Filthy Animals, that is a really crap match, isn't it? That's not good at all. And it's not the Filthy Animals' fault because they are good workers. That's Buff and Lex. That's all to do with them. Jarrett backstage. If you need someone to hot up a feud, Jarrett is your man. Dusty Rhodes, Lance Storm. Thought it'd get better than that because it is a feud ender. Everyone gained overness from this feud ending. I think even for fans, to be honest. But they were up for it. It's just not a very good match. Let's see. Dusty defeats Storm. The referee gets to a 7. Lance Storm gets back up. He fights out of a grapple. Lance Storm floors Dusty. Canadian Maple Leaf. Dusty taps out. There we go. Booker T backstage. Even better than Jeff Jarrett's segment. And now what we have is the main event. New US champion. Falls count anywhere. Okay, Dustin Rhodes lost overness. That's not good. Nash gained overness. Dustin Rhodes gained overness from the feud ending. Okay. US titles lost image. Well, that's disappointing. Crowd reaction was decent. Match quality was terrible. Jackknife powerbomb, it's finished. I hope Dustin's not lost too much overness from this because I've got big plans for him after this. We got higher, 68%, not bad. Okay. Let's have a look. What's Dustin's overness now? Ooh, 89. Okay. Well, I may as well reveal my plan. My plan is to have Dustin Rhodes feud with Scott Steiner next and to possibly put the strap, for world title strap on Scott Steiner. That is a great way to introduce Dustin Rhodes to the main event scene because we're going to get to the stage where I'm just recycling the same 5 wrestlers fighting each other each month, and it's time to start really pushing some of the other guys. Jeff Jarrett's the first, Dustin is another one, and you've got some other guys in the upper mid card now. Canyon, Rey Mysterio, Lash LaRoe. You've got some guys really that are knocking on the door of main event status. Showdown, average rating for that. Sid Vicious again wants a match against Jim Duggan. Maybe I'm going to have to feud them together. I mean, I really don't see the point. It's a nothing match, but he just loves Jim Duggan, doesn't he? That's the 3rd time he's requested a match with him. Huh. Nash, that was a great feud. I couldn't have booked it better myself. Lance Storm like that. Buff Bagwell, Billy Kidman was terrible. I had to pull over stuff. Oh yeah, as if it was that way around. Buff. So what did we gain from that? That Sid Vicious loves Jim Duggan. And you know what? Nash was unhappy before this. If he's saying that to me, his morale's got to have shot up. No, Goldberg's is the same. Buff Bagwell and Kevin Nash are about. They might have gone up slightly. Got a work cut out here, but there we have it. So I really need to start planning for not Slamboree. We just had that. Need to start planning for the Great American Bash, which is on the 10th of June, not far away at all, less than 2 weeks. So I'm excited for this one. I'm going to get it sorted out, and we need to up that rating. So I'll see you back next time for an episode of Monday Nitro.